Welcome back, NYC Fragrance family. 3 tiers of fragrances, and I know you're asking, why Balsam Fir? Well, I recently took a trip up to Vermont. Vermont's known as the Green State, and while I was looking up trees indigenous to Vermont, Balsam Fir was one of the top trees. So, I like a fir note in fragrance. I like having it in a fragrance. It does bring some masculinity to a fragrance. So I have 5 fragrances that have Balsam Fir. From cheapies, designer range price, to your top tier niche quality fragrance that has the note of Balsam Fir. You know, a lot went on this vacation. I was supposed to film at a certain location that I had scouted out while I was there. It didn't happen, as you see in the preface of the video. Some things happened that week. This video's been kind of like a month in the making. I have all this other footage that I still haven't edited that I want to include in this video. And if you're seeing it in the video, then that means I was able to edit it and make it part of the video, which is great. This way you get to share some of the things I saw and my drone saw in Vermont while I stayed there. So to kick things off, the cheapie tier. This is a sub $20 fragrance, but it's got the note of Balsam Fir. It may not be the prominent note of this fragrance, but it's definitely detectable. From the house of Victorinox comes Swiss Army Classic. This is one of those cheapies, but it's a compliment getter. This one definitely gets recognized. Beautiful soapy lavender, which is the prominent note here. But then there's all the other nuances that go into it. This makes for a good daily driver, good grab and go scent. $20, you can't go wrong for 100 ml. Spray away, spray as much as you want. It'll actually perform pretty well for the price. And if you like lavender scents and you want to wear a lavender scent, smell clean and fresh on a daily drive, this is the one. Like I said, it has the note of Balsam Fir. May not be the prominent note, but it's there. Victorinox Swiss Army Classic. The second fragrance, this comes in a little more expensive, in the $30 range, maybe $40 range. From the house of Hugo Boss, Hugo Extreme. Now you say, well, you could just get Hugo, why the Extreme? The Extreme to me performs a little bit better. I'm not a big fan of this canteen thing. You know, it makes it a little awkward to spray sometimes. But this is another one, another good daily driver. It has a slight bubblegum thing going on in it. You do pick up that fir note for sure. And again, nice, smooth, clean, daily driver, affordable. Again, if you overspray, not a big deal. You could spray away on this one. You see, there's been a pretty good amount taken out of this already, because when I've worn it, I've actually had to spray quite a bit. But at $30 to $40, you're in that cheapie range. Well worth it. Now we get a fragrance that definitely you pick up the fir note in this. Gentlemanly vibes, again, $40 range, very well made fragrance. Problem with this fragrance for me is performance, but still, all in all, the original from the house, John Varvatos for Men. Now I could have very easily put vintage here because it also has the fir note. I talk about that in a lot of other videos. I figure let's give the original a little bit of shine here. Both of them work exceptionally well. The other one may be a little more spicy. This one probably a little more what I would call office safe. Even signature scent worthy. I mean, they're classic scents. It is an older scent. But again, in the $40 range, good value, well made. The original John Varvatos. Now as we get into what I call the designer tier, or is the only fragrance here that it would be the designer tier, because of its relatively new release, the price is still, I wouldn't say on the cheap side or the very expensive side, but it's running in the $60 to $70 range. From the House of Cartier comes Pacha de Cartier Parfum. This fragrance is just all me, all day long. Spiciness, you pick up on, again, that fir note definitely is in there. You pick up on it, that fir balsam. But there's a booziness and a woodiness and a creaminess and a powderiness. This fragrance does everything. It checks off all the boxes for me. This is definitely signature scent worthy. Again, it's in everybody's list. The reviews on this were fantastic. This is a quintessential masculine fragrance. To me, it's one of those, you can make it your signature scent. You can wear it dressed up. As far as office safe or wearing it to work, I mean, listen, wear what you want when you want. I particularly wouldn't choose it for that kind of environment. I'd pick it more for like if I was going out at night on a date night, or if I was dressing up. Now the niche tier, the most expensive fragrance on the list. But with, it deserves it. It is expensive. You probably won't find it for less than $200 for this 4.2 ounce bottle, 120 mLs. But it is a really, really outstanding fragrance. And it does contain the note of fir balsam. From the House of Parfum de Marly, Percival. Percival, enough said. It's Platinum Egoistish to me. Mont Blanc Legend-esque. It's got some vibe that Swiss Army I spoke about early on. Has that lavender vibe in it. Not the same as Parfums de Marly Percival, but there is lavender, and that lavender will give you a remnants of what's going on. This is one of those fragrances that I've recommended to friends over and over. It does contain the note of fir balsam. It's got hedione in it, which is supposed to drive the women crazy. If you ask some of my friends, they say it does, so I can't speak for that. But as far as I know, this is definitely a pleasing scent. Garners a lot of attention. Is it worth the $220? I leave that up to you. So, new viewers, thank you for stopping by. New subscribers, thank you for joining the NYC Fragrances family. And my NYC Fragrance family, from the bottom of my heart. This was a video that took me a long time to make. And as far as views are concerned, it's probably not going to get a whole lot of views. But it means a lot to me. There's sentimental value to this video. So this might not be my most popular video, my most viewed video, but it means a lot to me. You all may not understand that, but it does mean a lot to me. New subscribers, thank you for joining the NYC Fragrance family. And my NYC Fragrance family, I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you keep supporting the channel. And I'll continue to try to do what I do. And until the next time, remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Have a nice day.